Harry and Meghan talk bullies. Netflix says a bunch of content is on the way, plus one royal superfan teaches us how to meet the monarchy. These are my LA Diaries. Days before Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's bombshell 2021 sit-down with Oprah Winfrey, Valentine Lowe alleged that Markle reduced staff to tears while being a senior member of the royal family. Years later, Harry technically confirmed the claims in Spare, writing more than once a staff member slumped across their desk and wept. Lowe reported that two senior members of the palace staff were allegedly bullied into quitting. It was an email from Kensington Palace's communications assistant, Jason Knopf, in October of 2018 that got the ball rolling. He wrote, "I am very concerned that the Duchess was able to bully two PAs out of the household in the past year. The treatment of X was totally unacceptable. The Duchess seems intent on always having someone in her sights," Knopf stressed. "She is bullying Y and seeking to undermine her confidence. We have had report after report from people who have witnessed unacceptable behavior towards Y." He added, "I remain concerned that nothing will be done." The palace later announced it would be launching an official investigation. However, we were never made privy to those results. Since then, we know of at least 17 staff members that have quit under Harry and Meghan. Just over this weekend, a startling investigation by the Mail on Sunday discovered horrific accusations of violence, torture, and bullying of Indigenous people in rainforests of the Republic of the Congo by guards managed and paid for by the African Parks charity. Prince Harry was its president for 6 years until he was promoted to the governing board of directors last year. Survivor International, a London-based human rights organization, was one of the first to approach Prince Harry about the abuse in May of last year. Harry responded by saying that he would make the organization aware of the situation. There have been no significant improvements since then. So why two people with a horrible reputation that involves bullying would try to be the face of online bullying is beyond me. And don't get me started on the way the Sussex's online fan base discusses the Wales family and their babies. You want to see online bullying? Enjoy that Google search. Thursday's anti-bullying video published by Harry and Meghan on their Archewell site followed a U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee hearing on online child safety that took place in Washington this week. The footage was filmed, Harry and Meghan's, at a World Mental Health Day event last year. Most royal commentators noted the hypocrisy of two people accused of bullying trying to insert themselves in the cause, classic virtue signaling. If Harry and Meghan want to clean up the internet, I applaud the effort, but maybe they should start with their own base. The attacks on Catherine, the Princess of Wales, alone these last few weeks are enough to make you question humanity. And while I was criticized for saying this on TalkTV, the Senate doesn't care what Harry and Meghan think, and Americans certainly don't want a foreign prince coming over to try to make changes to our laws. He's not just a foreign prince. He's a foreign prince that called America's First Amendment bunkers, a privilege that he's actually enjoyed all of his life. Thanks to his powerful family, he had an entire palace on standby to clean up his messes. So he said and did whatever he wanted all of his life. Obviously, changes need to be made to social media, but are H&M the right people to lead the crusade? I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comments below. Now, is Harry and Meghan's American dream back on track? One Netflix executive said that the pair are working on a bunch of new Netflix projects, including a film and 2 unscripted projects. Here's what we know. Meet Me at the Lake is in the early stages of development. Meghan was apparently a fan of the book, and according to Page 6, Netflix bought the rights to the film for Archewell to produce. It's a romance involving a woman in Toronto, where Meghan filmed Suits, the death of a parent, and I'm assuming there's a lake somewhere in there. Just enough morbid coincidences for a perfect marketing campaign. There were rumors of a Princess Diana-inspired project, and I am assuming one of the unscripted projects is Prince Harry's rumored Africa documentary. Which leads me to my next question. How can you promote a glossy documentary you've made about Africa when the charity you're in leadership of is accused of abusing locals? Well, I'm going to need you to leave your comment below because I'm at a loss here. Have you ever wanted to meet your favorite member of the royal family? I spoke to royal superfan Stephanie Abdullah on the To Die For Daily podcast about her meeting with Prince William and advice on how you can meet your favorite members of the royal family. Take a look. There's definitely a checklist you need to have in your head when you decide you're going to pursue, royal watching in real life. And you talked about your strategy. I always joke that if you want to get the attention of the Princess of Wales, like grab someone else's baby, unless you have your own or a dog. What are some tips you would give for somebody that wants to have a really great, memorable royal experience like you have?
Well, what I always do, and it's really, again, it's just me. And so I don't know if it will work for somebody else. I am very diligent about studying the events,
Mm,
that I'm going to go to. I'll look at previous footage and see how it goes, where the people standing, where do I want to stand? And, for example, the King's coronation, I watched Prince William's wedding, the footage from when they were going to do the balcony appearance, because that was the special thing that I really wanted to make sure I was up close for that. So I watched that footage, and then there's a lot of information in there, kind
mm,
of just studying it. And basically, that's how I learned, okay, I want to make sure that I'm in this spot right here. There'll be people all along the route, but I want to have a really good spot for the balcony appearance. So
right.
I need to be in this area here. And yeah, so that's what I did. I got up really, really early and went to the spot, and I had watched the footage. And then, of course, I was up front, and then I didn't
That's
even.
a good point because I think when you're an American and you show up and you're just taking your Uber from your hotel to the wherever, I think like you think, okay, there's this group here. I'm going to stand here because there's a large group of people here. But those people might be locals who are 3 feet from their house. You need to
Right.
go where you want to be, where you know the action is, not just where you see a large group of people, because a large group of people might just get together because they're friends that want to be within walking distance to the pub when all is said and done with. And you're trying to
Exactly.
have a very different experience from them. Um,
Exactly. And I
what
want to have good pictures.
exactly? Yeah.
I was calling everybody's names out. Princess Royal, Princess Beatrice, Duchess of York, Duchess of Edinburgh. I mean, I was calling everybody's name out. And the thing is when you called their name out, they stopped
Oh,
and they paid attention. This was really beautiful what we experienced. And so I didn't call Prince William's name out. He was just already like his father coming down the line. And so I believe that they all saw us going in and they were like, oh wow, look at
yeah.
those ladies. And you asked again about strategy earlier, going to these events. That American flag, honey, I don't go anywhere without it. When I'm going to those types of things, I take that American flag. And actually, Bronte wanted to hold it, and I said, no, 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 honey,
This
no,
is
no, no.
my this
It's
is my
my
American flag.
it's my American flag, honey.
Bronte
Because
knows next time she's taking her own American
you
flag.
have to take the American flag. That even if you weren't dressed, you know, to sprinkle a little magic, that American flag said something, and so I had the flag. Anyway, Prince William came down, but I think they had noticed it, and I think that they wanted to say something to
So what
us.
does Prince William say to you? Because that's what everyone's losing their mind over.
Yes, yes, because that was the first video to go viral. He comes down and he immediately says, you two get the award for the most incredible outfits.
So
Can
cute.
you imagine that? Oh, he said, you two get the award. He'd already thought about this. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He had seen us. And he'd already thought about this, and he was coming to tell us, "You two get the award for the most incredible outfits." And at first, I didn't fully understand what he said, but I knew that he said, "We get the award," and he was pointing to our clothes.
You
And
you just
I
knew
was
you
just
were getting some sort of stamp of approval from
yes,
the Prince of
from the
Wales.
Prince of Wales. I was like, "Oh my goodness."
You can stream the rest of that interview wherever you listen to podcasts. Just search To Die For Daily. Did you like this video? Please comment, share, and give us a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to Talk TV on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Kinsey Schofield.